The Age of Exploration, Voyages that Changed the World. Hello, history lovers! Welcome to another immersive journey into the past. Tonight, we set sail into an era of adventure, ambition, and discovery. The Age of Exploration, a time when brave explorers risked everything to traverse uncharted waters, uncover new lands, and forever alter the course of human history. Grab a warm drink, relax, and let's embark on this extraordinary voyage together. Make sure to like and subscribe for more fascinating historical deep dives. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1. The Dawn of the Age of Exploration. Our story begins in the 15th century, a time of great curiosity and even greater uncertainty. Europe was emerging from the Middle Ages, and the Renaissance had sparked a new thirst for knowledge. Trade routes to the east, rich with silk and spices, were controlled by powerful empires, leaving European nations desperate to find alternative paths to wealth. But how? The known world was only a fraction of what we understand today. Maps were incomplete, full of myths and sea monsters lurking at the edges of the unknown. Many feared that if they sailed too far, they would fall off the edge of the earth. Yet, there were those who dared to dream bigger, who believed that beyond the horizon lay riches, new lands, and endless possibilities. And so, the Age of Exploration began. 2. The Portuguese pioneers. Prince Henry the Navigator. One of the earliest figures to champion exploration was Prince Henry of Portugal, often called Henry the Navigator. Though he never sailed on these grand voyages himself, he played a pivotal role in advancing European exploration. Under his guidance, Portugal became a powerhouse of discovery, developing new navigational techniques and improved ship designs. The Portuguese caravel, a small, fast, and maneuverable ship, became the vessel of choice for daring explorers. With this innovation, sailors could venture farther than ever before. Henry's explorers mapped the African coast, seeking a way around the continent to reach the riches of India. Each voyage revealed new lands and resources, fueling the hunger for further discovery. 3. Christopher Columbus, A New World. Unveiled. Then came Christopher Columbus, the man who would forever change the world. In 1492, with the backing of Spain's monarchs, Ferdinand and Isabella, Columbus set sail westward, believing he could reach Asia by crossing the Atlantic. After weeks of treacherous sailing, on October 12, 1492, land was sighted. But Columbus had not reached Asia. He had stumbled upon an entirely new continent. Though he never realized the true magnitude of his discovery, his voyages ignited a rush of exploration that would reshape the world forever. Spain, now eager to claim new territories, sent wave after wave of explorers, leading to the vast Spanish Empire in the Americas. The Old World and the New were now connected, forever altering trade, cultures, and even ecosystems through the Columbian Exchange. Chapter 4. Magellan and the First Circumnavigation of the Globe. If Columbus opened the door to the New World, Ferdinand Magellan was the man who proved just how vast it truly was. In 1519, Magellan set out with 5 ships on an expedition to find a western route to Asia. What followed was one of the most daring and grueling journeys in history. His fleet battled fierce storms, dwindling supplies, and mutiny. Yet, against all odds, they pressed forward, discovering what is now known as the Strait of Magellan at the southern tip of South America. Entering the vast ocean beyond, Magellan named it the Pacific, meaning peaceful, unaware of the brutal hardships that lay ahead. For months, his crew sailed without sight of land, surviving on rotten food and drinking seawater. Magellan himself never lived to see the journey's end, falling in battle in the Philippines, but his fleet pressed on. When the last surviving ship, the Victoria, returned to Spain in 1522, it had completed the first circumnavigation of the globe. The world, once thought to be small and mysterious, was now proven to be vast, interconnected, and round. Five, the race for empire and riches. With the world's map expanding rapidly, nations scrambled to stake their claims. The Spanish and Portuguese carved up South America with the Treaty of Tordesillas. The English, French, and Dutch, not wanting to be left behind, began their own expeditions. Spanish conquistadors, like Hernán Cortés and Francisco Pizarro, conquered mighty empires, toppling the Aztecs and the Incas with shockingly small forces. The riches they plundered from these civilizations flooded Europe, fueling its rise in power and setting the stage for global trade networks. The English and French set their sights on North America, while the Dutch established trading outposts in Asia. The world was no longer divided by vast empty oceans. It was a battleground for influence, wealth, and dominion. Six, the dark side of exploration. Yet, not all that came from exploration was progress. With expansion came exploitation. Indigenous populations faced devastation from disease, warfare, and forced labor. The Atlantic slave trade, which transported millions of Africans across the ocean, remains one of the darkest legacies of this period. While the age of exploration brought knowledge and cultural exchange, it also led to destruction and suffering. It's important to acknowledge both the triumphs and tragedies of history to truly understand how these voyages shaped our modern world. 7. Legacy and impact on today's world. The impact of the age of exploration is still felt today. The globalization that we take for granted, the blending of cultures, international trade, even the food we eat, traces back to these early voyages. Potatoes, tomatoes, chocolate, and coffee all traveled across continents, reshaping cuisines and economies. Navigation and map-making became sciences in their own right, paving the way for modern travel and exploration beyond our planet. Just as Magellan's journey proved the world was round, space exploration today seeks to prove that humanity's journey is far from over. Conclusion. The age of exploration was a time of daring, ambition, and profound change. It was an era that brought the world together, for better and for worse, creating the foundations of the interconnected world we live in today. So, as we close this chapter of history, take a moment to imagine yourself standing on the deck of a ship, the salty air in your lungs, the unknown stretching out before you. What would you have done? Would you have dared to set sail? Let me know in the comments. Who is your favorite explorer? If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more history deep dives. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous, and good night.